With a jackhammer.
A sledgehammer and a microphone. There's no jackhammer.
I bet.
Dude.
Can't help you there.
Hey man, this is crazy.
Hey, blast off, I can talk my ass off. Hey, smoke you what you seen and I'll tell you what I saw. Hollywood, what you think and I'll tell you what I thought. And we can talk about it all when we hear on Trash Talk. Hey.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Trash Talkers podcast.
We made it.
We made it.
Yeah.
Another beautiful Tuesday morning.
It is, man. Another one.
What's up with you, man?
Oh, not much, man. Typical week. I'm waiting for something exciting to happen. Like, remember back in the day, like, every week something happened that was just fun and exciting. Then you get older and you're just like, man, it's so mundane.
Dude, you're right, man. Like, sometimes I wake up and I'm just like, oh, same thing over and over and over.
So monotonous.
It's, I mean, what they say, what's the saying? You go to work and then you die? Or
basically.
That's basically what you're doing.
Yeah.
Man,
life's a bitch and then you die.
That's it. Yeah, man, I do remember that. Like as a kid, just like,
yeah.
oh, I can't wait for Saturday. I'm gonna go spend the night at my friend's house.
Remember when you was just looking forward to the weekend? I mean, I still look forward to the weekend because you get a little time off or something. Sleep. But man, back then it was like, oh, I'm gonna do this on Friday night. I'm gonna do this on Saturday night, and Sunday I'm gonna hang out.
Yep. Yeah. And were you ever like excited to go to school like Monday morning?
Only the first of the year every year.
In high school, like through
maybe like the first week of school and then the last week of school.
Yeah, because you about to get out.
Yeah.
And then you about to go meet the new people.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what was cool, man, whenever I got like when I left Dunwoody and then when I went to Newton, whenever you're the new kid in school, you get all the attention.
Oh, I know.
Oh, who's this new kid? And I'm not saying I'm attention.
Some of the other dudes be hating on him.
Oh, yeah. That's when the fights start to happen.
Ain't even from here.
No, I'm not. But
and then they got to try you up.
Exactly.
Like
but
prison or something.
You got to hold your own, though, man.
Yeah, that's how it is, man.
I remember, man, see, that's how I held my own. I came in coming from, from the north side, Dunwoody, and I'm like, yeah, man, I'm passing out mixtapes, and that's how me and Billy kind of got into it.
Yeah. Because
Billy heard it, and then me and TNT got to the beef. Then we would do like freestyle battles after school, and now we're here making.
Billy was mad at you at first.
No, Billy he actually. Rocked with me.
Yeah,
TNT was like, man, don't mess with that dude, man.
Yeah, and then we had a big beef with TNT.
Yeah.
We just jumped right on the beef because you didn't like them.
Yeah, and look,
I didn't even know who they was.
Smokey said the hardest line. He didn't even know who they were, but I was beefing with them, but they was like, look, we got your back. Smokey said, I don't even beef without a formal introduction, fool, so here it goes. They call me Smokey. Nice to meet you. Fuck you. That shit was hard as hell. That was hard as hell, dude.
They didn't even know what to think when they heard that. Like, who is this?
Yeah. I mean, they was like, man, Hollywood, we had beef with you. We didn't have beef with 17 other dudes, bro. Come on, man.
Too late.
Yeah. Man, I don't know, dude. It's, times have been feeling, it just feels like something's coming. I don't know what. Either something big coming, and I posted that on my Instagram, I'm like, we got big things coming, but then just as a world right now,
society,
something just don't feel right.
I think we may be reaching the breaking point at or maybe a shift, like a societal shift. Society tends to go like a pendulum. It's going to swing one way until it can go no farther, and then it's going to swing back the other way.
Right.
And things go in cycles like that. So when things feel like they are as extreme as it can get, you're like, how can we go any farther than this?
Society's like, hold my pendulum. Yeah. And that's exactly what they say. Mm-hmm. But no, before we get in, let's read the top 3 comments of last podcast we did.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Industrialist 2015 of UK says mayhem would be fascinating to dive into their dark history of murder, suicide, and church burnings. What the hell? But
everybody's talking about mayhem.
Everyone.
Man.
But you said that like you was into all that stuff. Yeah.
Dude, I want to explore this.
Yes.
I hope they're on this list.
I hope so too. But he says, but most of all, they were responsible for Norwegian black metal originating in 1984. Pagan Fears is a masterpiece, but you gotta adjust your hearing for that fast-paced riffing and drumming. Mayhem is the metal equivalent to hardcore gangster rappers, but with knives and torches as well as guns.
Oh, wow.
So that's that was the top comment from.
Hey, yeah.
All right, now we got another one from Ron Cardenas. He says, "Ah, yes, Marilyn Manson, such a great artist. If he can make you discuss his antics and stage persona in any way, shape, or form, he has done his job. He is also quite smarter than most people realize. I grew up in the shock rock era. He takes it 5 steps further. Sometimes makes you think about things by just simply doing what he does."
Oh, I want to say something about Marilyn Manson real quick before you go to the next one.
Okay.
You guys will see it on the video tonight for MJK Tuesday, but I talked about the video I watched of the worst covers of all time. He put Marilyn Manson on the list, and I didn't understand
Oh,
it.
from Sweet Dreams Are Made of These?
No. He talked about, Manson does a lot of covers, but he did a cover of AC/DC's Highway to Hell.
Really?
Yeah, and a real industrialized version of it, and from what I heard, I was like, this is not bad at all.
Damn, that, you know what?
But he was just hating on it.
All right, well, let's get to the next one. Next one's actually Shan 5. Mike Patton played 2 different roles in a little-known film called Firecracker, which is truly disturbing. Shout out Shan 5 and to
Now
the
I
rest
want to
of
see that movie.
Exactly. So, real quick, Marilyn Manson, would you say that's industrial music? Is that industrial?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's got a lot of hard rock in there also, but I think at the core, he was originally somewhat industrial. Like I said, he was kind of discovered or put on by Trent Reznor, who's probably the god of industrial,
Hey, 9 Inch Nails.
I'm sure somebody will take exception to that and say, no, it's so-and-so, but...
Wait, so 9 Inch Nails came before? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, I don't know that, they were around just years and years before Manson, but they were big, they huge, and Trent Reznor kind of put Manson on.
Interesting. I wonder if at any point in Manson's life did he say skid-it, bang?
I bet he did. Yeah, probably several times.
Y'all know. Oh man, so all right, so last week, all right, okay, we're on this path of and I think the name of the website is called thecleaver.com, but
yeah,
they listed as the top 15 most insane people in music history.
Yes, and we have covered the top 10 so far.
The top 5 because there's only 15 on here. Yeah.
Well, we've done 15 through 10 so far.
So 5.
So we got 3 more.
Yeah. So and they start. Okay. So
wait, that had to be 6 though. We're doing 3 a week.
Well, Courtney Love was 15, and then we did Alice Cooper was 14, and Ozzy Osbourne was 13, and Marilyn Manson was 12, then Oderus was 11. And then Mike Patton was 10, so 6. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, so
now,
we've got 6 more to go. Right?
Yes, and if y'all haven't seen the last podcast, and thanks, man, the reception on last week's podcast was doing great, dude. It was doing really good. Thank you guys so much for the support and love. But the fact that Mike Patton was below Gore, below Manson, that it still blows me away until reading the comments, and it was like, hey,
just realized how off I was on the math. We've got 9 more to go. I said 6.
Yeah, I was wondering, wait, where
that
we
doesn't
going
make
here?
sense.
We're
gonna skip the top 3, guys.
I would just agree with you. So now we're doing 3 more today. That's what we're doing. 3 for each episode.
And they're supposedly getting progressively worse and more insane as we go along.
That's what the trash talkers have been saying about Mayhem. Like, I don't know anything about this band, and if they're on this list, we are making it a point to not look at.
Yeah, we're only doing 3 at a time and not looking ahead because we need this to be a surprise. But if it's anything like they're saying, he has to be, right?
Is Mayhem just a person or is it a band though?
I think it's a band, but they're mostly pointing out the singer, I guess.
Man, let's just hope they're on this list. And if they're not on this list, then we
I
might have to make a separate video for them.
Yeah, absolutely. You know? And I don't want to read through like a lot of the comments we're talking about Mayhem, and I'm like, I don't want to get the whole bio before we get to him.
Exactly. So I will say now on this, you want to go and start on down the list?
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Let's do it.
All right. So the first one is someone I have no clue who this person is. Now,
me either.
Her name is Wendy O. Williams. Now,
not the talk show host.
Not the talk. That's where I'm getting this from. I'm thinking that there's literally nothing I can say. Do you know anything about her at all?
No, I really don't. This is, I believe, the first time I've ever heard of her.
Huh. Let me give you a quick synopsis on what they
Yeah,
said.
let's do it.
So it says many of her contemporaries might call Wendy O. Williams a lot of things, but Poser is not one of them. The O is for oodles of attitude from her chainsaw-wielding rendition of Butcher Baby on late night TV to blowing up a packed with explosives Ford Pinto on Tom Snyder's talk show tomorrow in 1991. This chick is gangster, dude.
Yeah.
She's got some serious street cred. She was also arrested in Milwaukee and later on in Cleveland for obscenity involving lewd gestures made with a sledgehammer and a microphone. Now, the only reason she's not higher on this list is because she's retired from punk rock to rehabilitate animals, later killing herself via gunshot to the head.
Oh,
damn
no,
it.
really?
Neither of those things are very metal. Damn.
I could only imagine what she was doing with a sledgehammer and a microphone that was lewd.
What do you think could she be doing with a sledgehammer and microphone?
What does a microphone look like?
Microphone?
Yeah, it also looks like a phallic object.
Get your mind out the gutter, man.
It said lewd, though.
Okay, what you doing with the sledge? Dude, you're a savage if you're using sledge. Listen, I can't do nothing for you. Wait. If you have to have a sledgehammer and a microphone, I just can't do nothing for you. Okay, there's nothing I'm gonna be able to do to top that. Okay,
Here, I'm gonna hold this microphone. Take that sledgehammer
and just
drive it in.
I'm
willing to bet she was just making gestures.
Okay.
With it.
But then again, dude, she's below Ozzy on this list, so that means she must be doing some like
crazier than Ozzy, obviously.
Yeah, crazier than Alice Cooper, craziest than. And Trash Talkers, we don't know who Wendy O. Williams is, so please educate us.
Definitely. We need some information on her.
Exactly. I mean, y'all know we're very, very active in the comments. When we see you guys educate us, we always try to talk back to you guys.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But I'd be curious to want to know. I mean, seriously, I'm going here. Like, let's just talk as me and you do. If you meet somebody and they need a freaking a lawnmower chain and a freaking DeWalt
power tools. If you need power tools, like, hey, that's what you do. That's what you do. All peace and love. Whatever you need to do. It just probably won't work out.
I mean, what can I do that power drill?
Like, I don't know. I mean,
that power drill's got 70,000.
Hold the trigger for you. I mean,
it's got 70,000 RPMs. I got 2 a minute. Ain't nothing I can do, man.
I mean, I might muster up 1/2 of horsepower.
I might give you not.
If you need 25 horsepower, then I don't know what I can do.
Well, you gotta put gasoline in that. Pull the trigger. All right,
let me bring the generator into the bedroom. Hold on. You lugging a generator? Now plug that big ass cord in.
All this to just for one thing? There ain't nothing I can do for you. I'm sorry. These little, man.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I might hold the tool for you if you really need it.
I might push the button.
Yeah.
I'll push the button. I mean, I don't. Yeah, hey, if that's what you're into,
hey, that's what you do.
I just can't do nothing for you.
Yeah,
I mean,
to each his own, man. Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, I'm just saying, dude. The day somebody brings a lawnmower into the bedroom, I'm like, wait a minute, we finna cut the carpet? What we finna do in here now? Dude.
Man, I don't know, dude.
Oh man,
bring that weed whacker in.
Comes in with an electric shovel or something. Wait, they don't make electric.
A jackhammer.
A sledgehammer and a microphone. There's no jackhammer.
I bet.
Dude.
Can't help you there.
Hey man, this is crazy. All right, Wendy O. Williams took us here, guys. Let us know if y'all know anything about this.
Yeah,
lady.
definitely. Want to get to the next one?
Yeah, who we got, man?
Number 8 is Sid Vicious and Johnny Rotten. We've covered these guys recently.
Wait, what band was this?
This was Sex Pistols. Yeah.
Damn, shout out. So, the wrestler Sid Vicious, you think he got the...
Yeah, I think that name was stolen.
And the other guy is Johnny Rotten.
Yeah.
Oh, there's actually a porn star named Bonnie Rotten.
Oh, there was also a wrestler named Axel Rotten. Ian and Axel Rotten. They were a tag team in ECW. Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
You see? Oh, wait a minute. The porn star thing makes sense. If your name's Bonnie Rotten and your name comes from the Sex Pistols, that's pretty. That's brilliant, dude.
Definitely. Okay. The Sex Pistols have always been synonymous, much to the chagrin of the purists, with punk rock. Yes, the chagrin. For purposes of this list, they also come as a package deal. I mean, obviously, these guys are on the same level. But it's probably safe to say Sid Vicious was far more raw than... Okay, maybe
His
I'm wrong.
name's Sid Vicious.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be bad to earn the name Sid Vicious.
Sid Vicious?
Or Johnny Rotten, to tell you the truth.
Seriously.
Like, if you earn that name, you didn't give that yourself that name, you earned that name.
You a bad son of a bitch.
Yeah. Self-mutilation.
Oh, no.
Dead girlfriend.
No.
What sounds like a teenage girl's bad boy starter pack was actually shocking back in the 80s when the Sex Pistols were at the height of their power. Vicious would beat fans with a guitar.
Oh, why?
Even carved the words "Gimme a Fix" into his chest with a broken piece of glass. Nancy Spungen would be his match. Vicious was charged with her murder after she was found dead under a sink in the hotel room.
Dude.
Vicious kept the train a-rockin', as it says, overdosing on heroin in 1979 after being released from jail, dying in his sleep. Wow. Okay, so that sounds like he's on the level with Gigi Allen.
Oh,
so maybe he's not doing the defecation or something, but that's pretty hardcore right there.
Can we just agree that that's just a mental illness? That has to be a mental illness.
Yeah.
You need to go see someone to talk to.
I mean, there's one thing. If you want to be shocking, you want to shock people.
Exactly.
You want to get your name out there, and you're doing crazy stuff for your cred. But when there's dead people involved,
that's
you're taking it a little too far.
Something's not right there. However, remember last podcast we were like, well, what if that's art? And who determines what art is? What if you said, that's a little too far. However, some people might look at that as a form of art, not the dead people of anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say murder.
No, of course
there's definitely a line there.
No.
Like society hasn't reached that level where there's no line yet.
That was an interesting killing there.
Yeah.
Like, no, let's not do that. I'm talking about the cutting of.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that could consider. I mean, there is a mental illness that goes along with that. Yes.
Could that be art? Cut. What did he put? I need a fix. Cut in his. Is that an art?
Some people, yes. Some people would consider that art. Yes.
Man, I watched this I think I showed you. I didn't physically watch it, but I saw a clip on it where it's this Russian. It's like a Russian. She was a speaker or some. Activist. She was something big in Russian community, and she just stood in the middle of a city and had a table with 20 objects that she had a gun and pencils and roses and flowers and a hairbrush and things and other lewd objects. And she would stand there just with these objects just on this table just to see what people would do as a social experiment.
Oh, and she didn't talk to them.
No, she didn't. They could do whatever they want. They could do whatever they want. By the time, I mean, people would come up nice and brush her hair and give her flowers, like
innocuous stuff.
Yeah, but after it got to like such a long time of sitting there, she's completely naked, been sexually assaulted, like
they literally did that in the street.
Yes. I mean, according to y'all,
according to the story, allegedly, yeah.
Yes, let's say allegedly, but Google that. I guess you could type in Russian lady does social experiment.
Yeah, and there's a lot of social experiments like that. Like there was one where they would bring in these people, and they had a machine hooked up to a guy where they want to see how far you will go with instructions to do something that is inhumane. Okay. Like if a guy that looks official tells you to do something, will you do it? So they hooked this guy up to a machine that shocks him. Although it didn't actually shock him, the people believed that. Every time they'd push a button, he would scream. Okay. So, and there's a guy there, with a lab coat on, reading. He's like, hit it again. And the guy would scream. And some people are like, I can't do that anymore. We're gonna hurt this guy. But then there's some people, as long as somebody told them to, they'll just keep doing it. Like the guy screaming, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. And then eventually it goes silent, and they're like, I think we killed him.
Damn, dude.
But
I mean,
there's some people that will do that, like in these social experiments. That as long as they think this is okay to do, they will do inhumane things.
Yes, and tie that into Sid Vicious and Johnny Rotten, because I mean, it's almost like there can be a certain type of person or a certain type of people that just there are some people that just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, some people have no regard for others.
Just don't. They just do not. And I guess,
I mean, there's narcissism, things like that, where you just can't feel empathy for others. And definitely some artists have been like that, where it's all about me and I don't really care what happens to the others.
I understand narcissism is actually a fairly common thing, you would say.
Yeah, I think it's more prevalent these days than ever. Yeah.
Why? Oh, I bet I can say why.
Why?
Look at all the likes that I got. Look at how much this picture's got.
Yes,
it's more
that dopamine from social media really fuels things like that. Yes.
I don't know, man.
And when people start feeling like people that come from nothing, basically, they're really irrelevant in society, and then they start developing a following. So that feeds that dopamine rush that they get. Like, oh, people like me. People worship me. I'm better than everyone else.
And then you get people start saying, I'm Jesus, or I'm a prophet. God talks to me every single day,
Yeah.
He doesn't talk to you, but he talks to me because I'm the special one.
There's some extremes situations that people can talk themselves into.
So with the Sex Pistols, what punk rock?
Yeah, that was like one of the original punk rock artists.
What was the song we did? Do you remember?
God Save the Queen.
God Save the Queen.
Yeah, which was really pushing the envelope for the times too, because people would be taken down for talking bad about the Queen.
And they're European?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're English. Yeah.
Interesting.
They weren't afraid to go out on a limb
and express what they literally thought.
Desecration of the flag and things like that.
I wonder, because I think it's illegal to talk about the Queen and the King if you're over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
I think they had a statute against desecrating the flag and pictures of the Queen and things like that, and they were putting out shirts and flags with the Queen and then writing over her face and things like that.
So how did they get away with that in London? Or did they say, you know what, we're going to go to the U.S. where we can say what we want to say, and then maybe that's where...
Good question. I haven't really seen too much about them. Like, I haven't studied them enough to really know how they got away with it. But like it says here, Sid Vicious was dead in 79.
Yeah, dude, he murdered someone and then basically killed himself.
OD, yeah.
God, dude.
Yeah.
One could say karma.
Yeah.
Karma.
I'd like to hear some interviews by Johnny Rotten to see,
so Johnny Rotten's still
insight
with us.
on how that went down.
I wonder how crazy. I mean, I know he was listed. This was kind of a duo, I guess. Johnny Rotten.
Yeah, I think they were partners. Yeah.
Damn, dude. That interests me because it's like. Sid Vicious, you went to jail. You murdered people. You did all the drugs. I mean, there's a shortage of drugs today because of Sid Vicious. I mean,
we never could catch up after Sid.
But no, I would like to hear Johnny Rotten just talk about it and say, hey man, this is how it was. Like, yeah, man, we could go on and on.
Yeah,
about that
definitely.
one. All right, so that what number were they? Just curious.
They
were number 8. Okay.
Yes.
So our last final person on here today is someone, again, I have no clue who this is. We said we didn't know. We didn't know the Sex Pistols. We didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this guy, his name is actually Jello Biafra. Biafra. Yes.
Yeah, never heard of this guy.
Now, we try to talk about things before we get into the synopsis, but I don't think we can on this, can we? I mean,
yeah, I don't even know what style of music he did or what.
Should I just go into it?
Maybe it's another punk rock. I guess not all of these guys, but punk rock seems to be a platform for some extremism.
Yes, 100%. But you gotta think about it. Ozzy
Yeah,
was
Ozzy,
not punk.
yeah, that was the advent of metal.
Alice Cooper wasn't punk.
Yeah, it was
Courtney
hard
Love
rock.
wasn't punk.
That was grunge.
Mike Patton wasn't punk.
Oh, that's everything.
Dude, that dude.
I bet he did some punk.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But this Jello dude, shall I?
Yeah, let's hear about Jello.
Okay, so Jello. Say the last name again.
I'm thinking it's Biafra.
Biafra. Okay, I'll just say Jello.
Yeah.
So even though Jello sounds like a holiday dish my grandmother would force upon the family, he's still pretty damn metal. The frontman, for the Dead Kennedys, has an affinity for coughing up.
The Dead Kennedys.
Bro, he's has an affinity for coughing up loogies onto the hands of adoring fans.
Ugh.
He's still a nice enough guy in real life to have 5-hour one-sided conversation with you, according to this article from the Hard Times.
One-sided. So he's doing all the talking.
Talk about narcissism.
Yeah.
Hey, you gonna listen to what I gotta say? Okay, Jello wins extra points for hating Hitler. Wait a minute. Jello wins extra points for hating Hitler Spawn, but maybe that's
Hitler what?
Spawn. Jello wins extra points for hating
Hitler Spawn.
No, just him plural. I don't know. So literally, I'm reading this verbatim. It says Jello wins extra points for hating Hitler Spawn, comma, but maybe that's because he knows that only Bowie can get away with embracing Nazism.
Oh wait, David Bowie.
It was the cocaine, not Bowie. Damn it. Huh? What the hell? That's an interesting.
I'm confused.
I don't want to say. All right, let's read this one more time.
I hope David Bowie's on this list now if he's into that.
Okay, Joey wins extra points for hating blank Spawn. Y'all know. But maybe that's because he knows that only Bowie can get away with it embracing Nazism. It was the cocaine, not Bowie, damn it. He claims to have lived in the neighborhood just down the block from John Benet Ramsey's house in Boulder, Colorado, which is level 5 out of 7 punk rock. Okay.
I'm confused.
Yeah, this is number 7 on this list. So we've heard of people defecating and juice on this list. We've heard biting heads off of bats. We've heard murder. We've heard suicide. We've heard carving your name. Jello, all this says for him was he's just coughing up loogies onto the hands of adoring fans. Meanwhile, Mike Patton wanted his fans to spit in his mouth.
Yeah. This is an enigma here. Guys, you're going to have to fill us in because this article doesn't give us enough information on this guy.
No.
Apparently he's anti-Nazism. I guess that's what they're saying.
I think that's where
that is a big section of punk rock that are against, because there also is a section of like neo-Nazis that are the skinheads. There's like different levels of punk rocks where, you know, there's a fascist group, you know, and then there's skinheads who are anti-racism, you know, that fight with the fascists, you know, and the guys like that.
There are skinheads that are anti-racism?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there's different sects of them. They have, like, wars, like gang battles and stuff, too. I watched a documentary on that.
Of course you did, dude. Of course you watched a documentary on... What was the name of it?
Oh, God, what was it?
Shirts versus Skins or something?
No, oh, God, I can't remember the exact title of it now. But you guys can find it on YouTube. It was this certain sect of skinheads who were anti-racist in, I believe they were in Wisconsin.
That sounds like I guess I always thought if to be a skinhead you have to be racist.
No. Actually, there's a whole group that fight that.
Wow.
You know, I remember seeing a guy who was really into punk in high school, and he had like an anti-swastika tattoo. It was a swastika with like the cross.
Why do I know? I know exactly I feel like I know the exact guy you're talking about.
You might, yeah.
I feel like I know the exact guy. But go ahead, finish what you're saying.
But yeah, like there's groups that fight with the neo-Nazis like that.
And they're skinheads.
Yeah, skinheads. Wow. They're into the ska and punk and all that, you know. Yeah, and there's bands out there who represent that side also.
You know any of them? Well, maybe the Dead Kennedys.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe that's one of them, yeah.
Granted, Jello had hair, but the name of the band, Dead Kennedys. You know, they say that there's a curse on the Kennedys. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They said that there's a curse, so
yeah, because so many of them were murdered, yeah.
or freak accidents, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to call your band the Dead Kennedys.
Yeah, well, man, that plays into it. Yeah.
See, we could easily pull up, other articles and just read those, but it's not as informative as you guys. It's not.
Yeah, definitely.
I bet some of the trash talkers are like, hell, we don't even know who the hell that is. We don't even know who the hell that is, man.
I'm sure I've heard the name Dead Kennedy.
Yes,
before. So yeah, I believe I remember seeing someone in high school wearing a Dead Kennedy shirt.
So I
can almost remember their logo. I think it was like the DK, almost written in the style that.
You see the clock turning.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming.
Like Poison. You remember the font that Poison used?
Yeah.
I can almost remember seeing that font. Hold on, I'm gonna bring it up.
Yeah. So, no, man. I was gonna get into something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'll have to wait till you.
Dead Kennedy's logo.
Let's see. And yeah, you guys can
see. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah. DK. Yeah.
Okay, I do know that logo actually. Interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I going on an Illuminati trip here for a second.
All right.
So we're talking about the Kennedys. I saw this thing where people talk about the higher ups and the Rothschilds, and if there are people that control the earth or control the world, these are the people that do it. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about like the seven last names. So you got Kennedy,
the families, yeah.
Kennedy's one,
yeah.
Rockefeller, Rothschild.
Yeah.
There's man, I could bring it up, but there's a bunch
members of the Bilderberg group.
Yeah, but what's crazy, and then people, the guy was going. It was a video I was watching, and the guy was going into each one, and he's like, if you look at some people, like Ted Kennedy, or like he said, if you look at some people who committed crimes with these royal last names, even though they got treated bad because they had those that elite last name, they somehow got a lesser sentence because of that. Have you heard anything about that? I mean, it's probably all a conspiracy, but
yeah, I mean theories, allegedly. I mean, you would have to think that people who are extremely
Bundy
rich,
Bundy was one.
Bundy is one of those.
I think
families?
Bundy. Here, go ahead. Let me see.
Yeah, look up the family names, because it's been many years since I really studied conspiracy theories and things like that. I've forgotten more than I learned by this point, but
right.
I didn't know Bundy was one of them.
Man, see, of course I'm not going to be able to find.
But, yeah, you got to think that people with extreme amounts of money can evade certain crimes more than certain people.
Yeah.
But,
I mean,
like, then there's some people that go down, for the entire group, though. Like, oh, God, what was the guy that got arrested with the island that hung himself in prison?
Epstein?
Yeah, Epstein, yeah. Jeffrey.
Oh. Do we touch that? No.
No, we don't need to talk about that situation. Yeah. No. I think there's enough information out there if you want to look that up. But what I'm saying is there are times where some of those people go down also. So, how much validity is there?
Yeah.
But there's situations like David Rockefeller had 7 heart transplants where the average person has
to wait 7 years to get
the average person may not even get one if they needed it.
That's so messed up that if you need an operation, I'm sure there's. First of all, are you an organ donor?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Trash talkers, let us know how many of y'all are organ donors.
Yeah.
So with all these organ donors, like people that need, I guess you have to take into account blood type and if your body would reject it.
Yeah.
But there are so many.
Some of them do get rejected. So.
Yeah, I mean, but some people, like I know somebody right now that needs surgery that lives in a European country and is on a two-year waiting list. It's free, but she has to wait 2 years for it.
Well, if you needed an organ transplant in America, you're going to be on a waiting list.
Well, it's not an organ transplant. I think it's something like minor. But the fact that if there has to, I can't say there has to be an abundance of organs, but if You know what? Like, I guess if someone in your family could just donate it, right? Like,
Yeah, that happens all the time. Yeah.
I mean,
If you find a direct donor, yes,
But-
that says I want this to go. Like kidney, you donate a kidney to someone because you can live with only one. Why does that give you the shivers?
I just don't like organs, like seeing my kidney. Weird. If y'all haven't noticed, in certain things, like when Smokey talks about rats, it's just it freaks me out. Or like
The heebie-jeebies.
yeah, I thought you was about to say another one I don't like. Like there's certain things that just irk me. You know, it's like I don't know, like kidneys or like don't take it out of me. Or like,
Innards, there's any innards in general.
Yes, it's dude, like the appendix.
Yeah.
Why do we have it? What's the point of the appendix?
I don't think there is much of one, right?
So
I mean,
why is it there?
you can have an appendectomy and live fine without it. I think it's
What
evolution.
can you have, Smokey?
Evolution makes them obsolete over
No,
time. It may
what-
be something that we needed.
What'd you just call it?
Appendectomy. Yeah, the removal of the appendix.
That's just I don't know.
I mean, ectomy means to remove.
Yes,
something,
to remove.
you
I know exactly what it means.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Like, just say,
Yeah.
some people need the removal of an appendix instead of
Yeah.
appendectomy.
You need an ablation, man.
I'm joking, man. But go ahead.
Oh, I don't even remember what point was I making.
Talking about appendixes and I don't know where were we going with this.
Oh, you were saying there must be an abundance.
Not abundance, but like you said this guy had 7 heart transplants.
Yeah, let me make sure before we say that.
Allegedly, let's just say
Yeah,
allegedly.
Exactly.
So I feel like that word is so powerful, dude.
Yeah, because nowadays, like you can get charged with sharing your opinion.
Yeah.
So, like we touched on last week.
Last podcast, and if you haven't checked out last podcast, go check it out. But yeah, for to have 7 heart transplants, if that is correct, I'd like to know what the time span was. Was it like a year after each one? You know what I mean?
Let's see. David Rockefeller, 6th heart transplant, successful at 99.
99.
So he's had 6.
All right, listen.
So that would be his 7th heart then.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
is he still with us?
Oh, look at this. Here's another article in 2016. 7 heart transplants at the age of 101.
So is he still with us?
Let's see if he's still alive.
Dude, there's some for you to have that many transplants and to be 101. Is he still?
Oh, he died in 2017.
27.
Yeah.
Man, come on. Isn't that a little selfish, bro?
It is.
Like in 90,
it absolutely is.
Living to 99, you've lived your life.
There's probably people who are 40 waiting on one.
Yes, dude, he was 99. You've lived your life, bro.
Yeah.
You lived your life. Give it to somebody that needs it. That's under the age of 50. You know what I mean?
Did you really need 5 and 6 and 7 when you're already in your 90s?
And
I mean, that shows what money can buy you.
so again, the question is can money buy happiness? It can buy you life.
Yeah, it can
Obviously.
keep you alive longer.
That is so crazy that if you don't have the amount of money to get a certain procedure, oh well, tough shit.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yep. That's capitalist society, man. Like, yeah. Well, if you don't have the money for it, then better luck to you in the next life. Because we got a guy over here that's got billions, and he wants to live to be 101.
Damn, man.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, but so much is life, man.
Again, you go to work and you die.
Yep.
And
That's it.
that's like, what? Man, it's there. Man, guys, go on vacation, man. Go for long walks.
Enjoy it while you're here.
Yes, you get one life, man. Like,
Yes.
get a pet dog and just go throw frisbees with them. And
Too much in our society, we frustrate ourselves trying to keep up with society, you know?
Yes. And dude, you'd be surprised how much just going for a walk, just getting that vitamin B from the sun. Vitamin D from the sun. Got to get the D from the sun.
Yeah.
But
The sun will give you that D, man.
of course, 100%.
Yeah.
But yes, just going for a walk will drastically change your the way you feel.
Yeah.
Like, true story. I know someone. that recently had a baby, you know, and I guess going through postpartum is a thing.
Oh,
but
yeah.
and it's like, and postpartum is a real thing, trust me.
Oh, yeah.
But now going through that, you know, being in an apartment with a new baby, you know, you're trying to figure out how you're going to do life, and then you're not going outside much. It's like, you got to go out and just get some fresh air. It'll change.
Yeah.
I mean,
let grandma watch the baby.
Yes.
You know, go have some fun. You can't just sit there and stifle yourself and just stare at the frustration. Like, it's so easy to do. I know. I know. It's like, society is hard.
I've got a question about postpartum, and this is my ignorance. I do know it's a real thing because, you know, I've been with women that have had it.
Yeah.
But is it a physical thing, something that happens in your brain, or is it like something that only like happens when you have a baby? I guess what I'm saying is
oh, well, you can get depression from many things other than a baby.
so. But is it just depression? Is it just?
Well, it's just a phenomena that happens.
That's the word I'm looking
for. You know, where, you know, it doesn't happen to everyone, but there is a large faction of women who get depressed after having a baby. And I think it's, a lot of it is the rush of chemicals going through your brain during pregnancy. You know, if you see women who are pregnant, they have that glow to them.
Yeah, just can
like
tell.
Their skin looks all great, you know, but after the baby's gone, a lot of those things shut off. A lot of the chemicals get shut off. So then that can leave you with a depression. You know?
Is this an actual, like, medical term, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Learn something every day, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a psychological term. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Schmodown!
What up?
Let's get into some OMG.
And some WTF.
Yes, and if you're new here, OMG does not stand for oh my god, it stands for oh my Georgia. And WTF does not stand for what the fuck, it stands for
what the Florida.
Because the craziest things just so happen to happen. And we might be having to remove Georgia out of this soon, dude.
Yeah, because it gets hard to find some headlines. And crazy things happen in Georgia. There's no lie. No doubt about that.
You know what we could do? We could just bring up stories we know that around here, you know?
Yeah. But it's not the internet phenomena like it is for Florida, so the stories are in abundance in Florida. There's a lot of great people in Florida. We're not saying anything bad about the people in general.
Shout out to the Floridians.
We just like pulling up the crazy stories.
Yes. What you got?
All right, I think I'm going to trip you this time. I'm trying to.
All right, so
I don't want that to give it away, so...
Well, you already did.
Delete that, what I just said.
You already did.
Strike that from the record.
You already did.
I'm going to be like, a man picks flowers. All right. I'll go ahead. All right, I'm going to give you the two headlines. You tell me which one came from Florida and which one came from Georgia. Okay. Easy enough. Man arrested after he stole bees and their hives from a property over the course of several days.
From a property?
Yeah, he stole a colony of bees.
Yeah. Oh, like in an actual...
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's money, dude.
Yeah.
So you're not talking about like a comb. You're talking about like the box that they keep the bees in. Wow.
Yeah, like,
that's money, man.
Like
Honey's very expensive.
Yeah. He stole like a commodity here.
Okay.
And the other one, lab tech found drunk, partially clothed, surrounded by escaped monkeys.
Wait, read that again?
A lab tech found drunk, partially clothed.
Partially clothed.
Partially, that's the funny part. Surrounded by escaped monkeys.
Okay. Either you and the monkeys just had the greatest party of your freaking life.
Oh, I think they were having a party.
Yeah. You think that's what it...
I'm not saying anything.
Oh,
I'll read the story. I'm just saying.
Well, I already know I'm going to say, because you said it's getting harder to find stories from Georgia. So it's both of these are Florida, 100%.
Nope.
You're lying.
Nope.
You are lying.
A Miami man was arrested after...
You just said Miami.
Yeah, I'm telling you the story now. A Miami man was arrested after he stole bees and their hives from a property over the course of several days. He faces charges of second-degree grand theft, trespassing, and criminal mischief. According to a police report, he was spotted on surveillance video climbing through a barbed wire fence and stealing beehives from a property where the beekeeper...
This happened in Florida?
Yes.
That's what I said.
Yeah. The other one happened in Georgia.
Oh, I see what you got going here. You soggy son of a bitch.
All right. A lab tech at Georgia Health Sciences University may have engaged in too much monkey business.
Wow.
Officials jailed, I'm not going to say his name, after he was discovered intoxicated with his pants down in a campus locker room.
Oh, I was about to say, what charge is it if you're just
in the same room? 2 lab monkeys who had been let out of their cages. This was in Augusta.
Damn, about an hour away, man.
Mitchell smelled of alcohol, according to police reports. He became belligerent and combative when asked to leave the room. Mitchell was booked on charges of public... Oh, I said his name.
Yeah.
Not his first name, though. He was booked on charges of public drunkenness, but was released on August 17th and has been terminated by the university.
You think? You better be. So
they found this man in a room
with
his pants off with monkeys that he let escape.
Okay, so first of all, that's crazy that came from Georgia, because that sounds like a Florida story.
Yes, that's why I was trying to stump you.
No, you did. So first of all, man, this guy must have been. Honestly, I'm gonna say there was more involved than alcohol. I feel like he wanted to let these. Yes, I feel like he's like, look, man, I'm here for the weekend. I'm gonna close this door. I'm gonna let Sally and Susan out, or whatever, and get out. And I'm gonna see how they like Bud Light. You know, monkeys, they try. Oh, and they jumping off the wall. And I'm thinking maybe he might do a toot every now and then. You know, you get these monkeys, and then
maybe.
I mean,
what are you doing in a room with your pants off?
That's
with 2 monkeys.
That's why I'm saying I think there's more than alcohol, because why you got your pants off, bro?
The story doesn't say. At least the version I found.
And not only that, we don't know what kind of monkeys, but monkeys are so strong. And when they want to attack you, they go for your genitals.
Oh, chimps do. Yeah.
Well, do we know what kind of monkey these were?
Well, chimps aren't monkeys, but
I mean, they're primates.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Chimps aren't monkeys.
No, chimps aren't monkeys. That's a monkey is a different kind of primate.
Are gorillas monkeys?
No.
Are orangutans monkeys?
No.
Let me Google this.
Monkeys have tails.
Hey Google. Are orangutans monkeys? Orangutan are known as great apes as opposed to monkeys. Interesting.
Yes.
Learn something new every day.
I believe chimps are also classified as apes too, right?
You want me to check that out?
Yeah.
I'm everyone with a Samsung phone. Y'all are probably hating me when I do this, but let's see. Hey Google.
Oh yeah.
Are chimps monkeys? This is a very common misconception about chimpanzees. Chimpanzees are not monkeys. Most primates fall into 2 categories: great apes and monkeys. There are many differences between the two, but the easiest way to tell if a primate is a monkey or a great ape is by noting whether or not they have a tail.
Yes.
Damn, you just taught me something new today,
Monkeys
Smoke.
have tails, apes do not.
You just taught me something
like
new.
Chimps, orangutans, gorillas, those are all apes. What's a popular kind of monkey?
Spider monkey.
Yeah, spider monkey.
Which are very legal to own here in Georgia, and a lot of rappers seem to have them now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's look up
what you looking up?
Types of monkeys.
Dude, our Google search is just like. So yeah, you got like spider monkeys. You've got.
Yeah, I wanna see a list here. Oh, I don't need a whole article for everyone. Golden snubnose.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, mandrill.
Oh wait, that was a monkey. All right. So,
yeah, those are cool. The mandrills.
That's the mandrills
King.
are the guy from Lion King. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, man. Y'all can look up pictures of monkeys if y'all wanted to. What the hell did we get here, man? How the hell did we get here?
Yeah, definitely.
Man, we've talked about. Let's go through these names again. We talked about Mr. Jello. We talked about Poison. Sex Pistol members. Johnny Rotten and Sid Vicious, and we also talked about Wendy O. Williams and Trash Talkers. Please educate us on these 4 individuals, because we're not well versed on these.
Exactly, and that's what we're doing this for, is to learn more about these artists.
Now, with Jello being number, what was he? Jello was number 7. So that was the final one. So next week we'll do number 6, number 5, and number 4, and then week after we'll be doing 3, number 2, and then number 1.
Definitely let us know about Jello, because this is fascinating that he's so high up on this list.
And they all they mentioned was spitting.
Yeah, hocking loogies on people.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure somebody who falls into like 35 on this list have done that.
yeah, not number 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, what has he done? Let us know.
Please. And guys, yeah, if y'all want to be featured on the podcast, you got a crazy story, if you got something you want us to read, or you go ahead.
Oh, we've gotten plenty to read.
Yes,
but we would like some audio clips, guys. Please leave us some audio clips of a story that has happened in your town, in your family, in your neck of the woods, anywhere, an old folklore, something you saw yourself, something that's interesting that we can share to the trash talkers on this show. Record us a quick little audio clip of you explaining the story and send it to the email down in the description.
Absolutely, guys. Anything else we guys want?
I think we said it all today.
I think so, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning into the Trash Talkers podcast. And with that being said, my name's Barry Hollywood 6. Bye.
I am Larry Smokey Ramirez Cohen.
And we are
over and out. Deuces.
Ah, that was a good one.
Yeah.